boy Jay's here, Jay's there. You know what I'm saying? You already know what time it is. Welcome to the channel if you new. And today we got How I Use the Soul Leveling System to Change My Life by Alex A. You already know what the deal is, man. Without further ado, let's get started.
Sungjinwoo, the main character of Solo Leveling, starts off as this weak character that always gets injured, laughed at, and is called the weakest hunter of them all.
That nigga
But everything changes over time. He becomes the strongest. He now possesses this aura. That is because he grants a special leveling tool that is called
That system.
the system.
That 2K,
Just
shout
like in a
out.
video game, he now has to do tasks that gives him XP to level up and upgrade his strength, agility, focus, and so on. And if he doesn't do his daily tasks, the system punishes him with consequences. So this system forces him to get stronger and upgrade as a character. It gives him a clear goal of what to train and do next. Well, brother, I was inspired by this anime and created a system for myself that is skyrocketing.
I see. Oh yeah, he buff. I see them veins popping out. That's good shit. That's that good shit, boy. Get that work in.
So put this video in full screen and give it your full attention.
Alright, let me lock in right quick.
When you implement this system, it is going to change your life. The first and most important step is to create our own system.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Shit, been there, bro. I watched the video earlier today about this shit, cause I'm trying to get, you know what I'm saying, get the grind up. School about to start back up, and then can't be no bum. Now I don't know if y'all can see it. Let me make sure the camera. I know it's not the best camera, but y'all. This is like, I got the title, I got like the task, I got like the little punishment. You gotta have a little punishment. Mine's a 2-minute weighted horse stance. I've done weighted horse stances before, so I know that they're awful and I don't want to do them. So gotta hustle, get my shit right. You know, I've kind of made the system already, because I feel like this is a really good approach. I do agree. Because all the most successful people in the world have a type of regiment, system, plan. They have something. Because if you work purely when you want to, you'll never be where you want to be. That's facts.
That is designed to your goals and the destination you want to achieve. And for this, I've created the Modern Warrior system. The Modern Warrior is the philosophy I live by. A Modern Warrior has the traits of a true warrior, but uses technology as an advantage and not as a distraction.
Shit, I'm trying to use this shit as advantage right now. I'm trying to make content for the streets, bro.
So first, just like Sungjinwoo, you have to decide what tasks you're going to do to level yourself up. And no worries, because in the Modern Warrior system, I've created 4 pillars that is going to help you decide what to do. These 4 pillars are the core elements of becoming a Modern Warrior. And these pillars are also the foundation on how Sungjinwoo upgraded in solo leveling. It's time to grind out these 4 pillars and start your solo leveling journey in real life. The first pillar of the Modern Warrior system is upgrading your physical strength.
My physical strength stat, you see big brolic buff ass nigga. My physical strength stat, let me go to my motherfucking system right quick, you know what I'm saying? The 2K. Mine is weighted calisthenics. So I have to, you know, use my body weight, do weighted vests, weighted pull-ups, sit-ups, crunches, stuff like that. So that would count as strength. I got 6 tasks, but 2 of them work differently than the others. So I'm gonna explain it right quick. My strength one, I already explained it. Weighted calisthenics. You do your workout. That's a tick. Stamina. I have to run a neighborhood route. It only takes, honest to God, like 15 minutes. Do that right quick, or I can shadow box for 5 minutes, get my combat skill up, hit it with the weave, like, you know, hit the you know what I'm saying, the 1-2s and all that, you know, 3-piece no biscuit. And we got the intelligence stat. That means doing YouTube, uploading at least 1 YouTube video a day, mainly on the reaction channel, aka this channel Jay's there, which is the channel's gonna be published on. Agility. That is stretching, because stretching makes you more agile, reduces risk of injury, helps with your body, stuff of that, things, you know what I'm saying, things of that nation. But then we got a disciplined. Now willpower and discipline work, they're like conjoined twins, like they work together in a sense. So discipline, I have to do every one of my tasks to gain a discipline point. So I gotta work out, do cardio, stretch, and make a YouTube video to gain the 4 stats, and then I get my discipline point. So that's 5. Then for my last one, willpower. So far, I gain a willpower point every time I don't beat my dick. Every time I avoid either looking at porn, searching it up, watching it, beating it to it, and doing the full, PMO, which is porn, masturbation, orgasm, you gain a willpower point because you're resisting something that a lot of people do and can't control. Now, over time, you can make it more difficult, add more reps, add more sets, add more tasks, but for beginners, I'd recommend you just do 6 and make them fairly easy to do. Not so easy to where you don't grow, but easy enough to where you can do this consistently, because this is the long haul, right? My apologies, but this is the long haul. You don't want the wake up at 4 a.m., take 4 cold showers. You want to do this long term. This is the long term level up system, right? Because if we just try to do immediate results, you're gonna be very disappointed when you do all this stuff and you can't do it because you're not a high enough level for that yet. If you can't even fight the goblins, the chickens, and the rats, what makes you think you're gonna fight the dragons and the guardians? Like, we gotta be smart here. You gotta use this.
The disciplined body is the beginning of success. The moment sungjinwoo unlocked the system, he built a great physique in just a few weeks of time, because the system forces him to do exercises like push-ups, squats, crunches. As a modern warrior, you also need to force yourself every day to do exercise. It's a non-negotiable.
100%.
Go to the gym with a disciplined program, join any type of martial arts, go running, it doesn't matter. But also don't neglect things like stretching.
I brought about stretching. Stretching, mobility work, recovery work, that shit is important. Do not neglect that.
It doesn't matter what you do, but every day work on your strength, work on your endurance, and get stronger. And to level up your physique, your strength, your endurance, you need progressive overload.
100%. Track that.
Overload is this popular gym term.
Progressive overload. I know he's about to explain, but you either gotta increase each week. You should be either increasing the weight or over time, right? Because each week you may not be getting that strong, right? You know what I'm saying? That fast, but you need to be either over time. You need to be either increasing the number of reps you're doing, aka the number, or how heavy the weight is. I'd actually recommend adding sets, but you have to do something, otherwise you're gonna stagnate, right? You're gonna stagnate and you're not gonna get better.
Is used when you increase your reps, your weights, or your total volume, and that's exactly what you need to build more muscle and strength. But how do you track your progressive overload? Well, there are different options. Personally, the best way is to buy a cheap journal type book where you can write your exercises and keep track. For example, today I ran 5 kilometers and I trained back and biceps. So next time I need to try to run 6 kilometers, and on the next back and biceps day I need to increase my reps, my weight, and in general my total volume. Well, for the gym I don't use a journal, but I use a free app that is called Lifta, and this is no sponsor, but I use it and you can create a free account. I'm gonna edit my account here and you can follow me, see which planning I'm doing, and you can comment and like each other's workouts, and you can keep each other accountable. And of course you have good and bad days, so
100%.
Not every time you will do better. Sometimes you will do worse than the week before, than the training before, because in the short term it may go up and down, but in the long term it should go straight up. So for whatever type of exercise you do, write it down in a journal and find a way to track it. And for example, for martial arts you can write down, how can I improve my technique, how can I get more explosive punches, more explosive takedowns. You have to think like that. How can I level myself up? Alright, the next pillar is mental vitality. The more mental clarity you have...
Meditation, that's important. I gotta start meditating more, bro. After this stream is, this isn't even a scheduled stream, but I was bored, so I hopped on stream right quick. I need to start doing meditation more, because it calms your mind, you make better decisions. Meditation is so important. I've been neglecting those, boy. So you gotta start doing that meditation. That shit crucial as fuck, no cap.
More energy and desire.
Meditation is like weighted calisthenics and weightlifting for your brain. It makes your brain stronger, more focused, more alert, all that.
Your purpose. You will feel better, enjoy hard things, and achieve total freedom. You will become a creator instead of a consumer. Because every day when you go to sleep, you can say one of these two things. Either I've enhanced my mental capacity or I've weakened it. You need to know that Mental vitality is all about self-control. Look at sungjinwoo. He's so calm and collected, standing face to face to strong opponents. You need this type of self-control to be focused on what matters. You probably heard about things like meditation, getting sun exposure, and taking cold showers, which they're all great. I do them myself, but it's more than that. A modern warrior needs to be in touch with his soul, and you can specifically do that by controlling your dopamine, finding your purpose, and setting high moral standards for yourself. And these three things are connected to each other, and they will level your focus and energy like crazy. Because if you focus on controlling your dopamine, working on your purpose, and sticking to high standards for yourself, you are locked in. So let's first look at controlling dopamine. Dopamine is this pleasure chemical in our brain. So every time we achieve something or do something exciting, we release dopamine. But there are two types of dopamine.
You got the long-term shit, which comes from weightlifting, reading, making new connections, meditation, growing as a person. Then you got the fast shit, the video games, the drugs, the alcohol, the fast food, and the porn.
We have cheap dopamine and good dopamine.
I don't think it's cheap dopamine isn't inherently bad. It's like, I'd say the 80-20% rule, or maybe the 90-10% rule. 80% good shit. 20% you can play a little video games. I'd probably advise you not to watch porn. It's a very slippery slope, but you can play a little bit of the games. You can eat out once in a while. I'd say it's important because I know some people think that you just need to go 100% balls to the wall, which I can respect that, but you need to understand that if you've never done this self-improvement monk mode shit ever in your life, the whiplash is going to be so fast that you're probably going to go right back to all your old habits. So we need to change one thing at a time. Like, let's say you're addicted to being your shit and drinking booze. I bet let's quit both of those. Or just quit alcohol and then quit porn later on. Then once those things are out and out the way, you don't do them anymore. I bet let's start getting more consistent with the gym. Right? Let's start working on my side business. Let's start meditating. Like, you get better every single day. You get better at something over time, and the growth accelerates, right? Because what matters on this shit is getting the ball moving. Day 1 and 2 and 3, you're probably not gonna be that motivated to do work. I'm just being real. But once you get to like day 14, 15, you're in the motion, your groove of things, so it's way easier to get shit done.
Dopamine is a dopamine that fries our brains by scrolling TikTok, binge watching Netflix, playing video games, and other mindless stuff. It's the cheap dopamine we have to eliminate and replace with good dopamine, because our brain is addicted to dopamine and it's very hard to stop the cheap dopamine. But if we replace the cheap dopamine with good dopamine, it gets a lot easier. So instead of taking your phone first thing in the morning, go to the gym, go for a run, take a cold shower.
I gotta get on those cold showers, bro.
Healthy breakfast. We take all the bad energy out of our day and replace it with things that give us energy. Instead of scrolling, build something. Instead of playing video games, read books and learn from podcasts. Instead of going to parties and taking drugs, spend time in nature and with close friends. Your brain won't be addicted to cheap dopamine anymore.
Next stretch, right?
And you will feel a new kind of energy. You start developing new interests and motivations you've never had before. And that is very powerful. That is the way how you find your purpose in life. The thing you want to do. Either it's inspiring people, is becoming an athlete, and that's why we need high moral standards for ourselves. So even when times get hard, we have this compass that guides us. Whether it's through God or just moral standards you've created for yourself, it doesn't matter, but you stay true to them. And one of the most important standards for a modern warrior is extreme responsibility. Everything bad,
you have to take responsibility for your life. You can complain, give blame that this girl did me dirty or this happened. Listen, my boy, Stoic philosophy, right? I got this as my wallpaper. Let me read it out loud real quick. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. Marcus Aurelius, shout Roman emperors and all that. But the point is that you should not be focusing and putting energy towards things that you know you can't control, because that's how you lose power, right? What is power initially? Power is your ability to exert force and to control and to manipulate. Power is your ability to get stuff done. And what happens when you can't control something, right? An outside event, right? You can't control that, so you lose power in that regard. However, you can control your reaction to it. Let's say you say you run into a, like you're driving, everything's going good, then you run over like a nail or some shit. Guy A, you could either be guy A and be like, my life is terrible, it's so bad, and you're feeding into negativity, and every time you feed into negative emotions, whether it be an imaginary argument, a past experience, or just a bad thought, you feed off it. It gets stronger, right? What you put your energy towards, you'll see more in it in your reality that you want to live. Versus being guy B, who's like, it is what it is, let's get it done real quick. I'm just thankful that I even have this car, right? That I have a nice car to drive, that I'm alive. It was a good day today. Like, you focus on the good. You're not good. Like, you're going to take L's, but you're going to be more like, okay, I took this L, or I did something that I probably should have done. How can I learn? How can I improve from this? That's way better than beating yourself up constantly, right? So when he's talking about everything the bad that's happening is your fault. Now, are there things that you can't control? Like, you can't control a family member passing away. You can't control, I don't know, you getting robbed while you're on a mission, even though you did all the stuff, right? You're, on a business trip. It is what it is. But you can always control your response to situations. And it is very important to, when something you do leads to a consequence, you have to take responsibility. Nobody told you to stay up late. Nobody told you to play the game. Nobody told you to do those drugs. Nobody told you to eat that food. And nobody forced you to talk with this girl, right? You gotta know how to take accountability for your actions.
That is happening is your fault, and every time you blame something else, you're being a pussy.
That's
because
real shit.
Even if it's not your fault and it's not in your control, being the victim won't change anything but to make your life worse. Always blame yourself, be pissed, and see how you can improve your situation. The third pillar is mastering your skills. Sungjinwoo didn't get overpowered just in a second. It took him dedication and hard work. He had to learn many skills, level them up, and learn how to use them effectively.
Honest
It's
to God.
completely the same in real life. You need to master the right skills to level yourself up. So to know which skills you need to master, you have to look at the previous pillar and identify your purpose. Because if you don't know what to do, it's obvious you won't make any progress. Imagine you want to be a top chef, but instead of cooking and learn how to make better meals, you go fishing. It doesn't make sense.
That's
You'll
true.
become better at fishing, but it won't help to your purpose. You won't become a great chef. And sometimes we can do something else for fun, but that's not our main goal. Your purpose has to be so strong. You want to do it for fun. And that's another reason to eliminate cheap dopamine. Because your most important thoughts can be about, what do I need to upgrade in my Minecraft base? Fuck no, bro. Fuck no. It has to be about
That
your
nigga
purpose.
said I need to get a new enchantment table.
What
Hell
steps do I
no,
have
boy.
to take to scale my brand? What do I need to do next? Think like that. Not about your fucking stupid Minecraft base. Now is the time to start leveling on your purpose, on your goals. And you have to start small. Rome wasn't built in a day, and it's the same for your success. You have to place the stone
a bar.
first, make foundations to build a city, to build success. So don't expect everything to go fast. Okay, bro, I want you right now to do 20 push-ups for me. Just to
Bet, nigga. The fuck? Nigga, that's easy. Nigga, 20 push-ups. I do that shit with my dick out and with my eyes closed. Fuck, nigga. Now, obviously, I can't do the first one, otherwise I'll get banned, but shit. Can they see me? I don't know if this motherfucker can see me. Hold on, let me. Cause I ain't no soft ass nigga. Come on now. 1, 2, nigga, 3, yeah, 4, yeah, 5, 1, 6, 1, 7, 1, 8, 1, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Let me stop. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Light work, nigga. Come on now. We eat those, boy. How you think I got these, boy? How you think I got these guns, boy? I got more guns than a motherfucking proud Republican living in the countryside in a Kentucky farm village, nigga. Nigga, I got more guns than a bullied 5'7" white kid in a public school sophomore year, bro. What are we talking about?
prove to yourself you're serious about this video and that you're really gonna take
Come
my
on now.
advice. It may sound simple, but if
Come
you
on
do
now.
the 20 push-ups, it will unlock a part
Come
of
on
your
now.
brain that says, oh shit, He's serious about this. He's taking action so that the other steps in the video will be easier for you. And even sungjinwoo started with push-ups, and that's how he got strong in the long term. Alright,
what that boy Jax Blade said, push-ups is anime god makers, bro. Every real nigga did a push-up, bro. So I know I'll be doing the most.
His most important part, and that's aura farming. Presence is
nah, nigga dead ass, bro. That nigga be aura farming OD, bro. No bullshit.
Important pillar that can't be neglected, because you need the confidence and ego to do what you want. You can't let other people decide what you're going to do. And there is the saying, fake it till you make it. That's fucking bullshit, bro, because everybody can see through your bullshit. Real confidence and aura comes from doing what
that boy Zephyr say, aura is natural. That is true. You can't fake real nigga energy, bro. You can't fake it, bro. It's impossible to fake a real nigga aura, bro. You gotta work to build that shit. Aura farming only works when you're actually already cool. You're just stacking coolness on top of it. It's like if I have, let's say I'm on level 4 and I aura farm and I'm now doing a multiplier to, like, I'm doing 4 times 2. I'm way cooler because I'm at level 8. But if I'm a 0, I'm trying to aura farm, that's 0 times 2. It's 0. You already have to have a decent level of swagger and sauce to be able to aura farm, right? And you gain aura, you gain presence by improving yourself, improving your mind, improving your physique, working and getting good at shit, bro. Like, if I was not as cut as I am, didn't take care of the way I look and all that shit, I would not have as much presence as I do now.
Want to do, and you need to know there always will be D1 haters, but also
100%.
people that really fuck with your shit. So don't fake your confidence for people that doesn't even like you, but instead focus on yourself and on the people that really are inspired by what you're doing. You have your purpose. You know you will make it. Start taking action. Alright, bro, join the Discord community, link in bio.
That was a good video. That was a good video, man. I definitely read a lot of stuff he said about confidence and getting better and things of that nature. But hey, man, shout out my boy Alexei. You know what I'm saying? We might check out more of his stuff in the future. But hey, shout out to old boy.